we've come to do is, anytime they seem to be relative quiet in Juba, we assume everything is
fine.
It's perhaps one of the places where everything is not good. You know, whichever way you look at it, nothing is actually good. Nothing is working the way it should be working. One of the things that will need to be done, you know, at this stage, I think regional countries, the kind of investment, for instance, we are now trying to make in pushing for the peace, whether in Eastern DRC or in Somalia right now in fighting Al-Shabaab, or our efforts in trying to help our brothers up north in Ethiopia, you know, get the peace. We need as a region, first, as a region, to actually see what is happening. You have also influences within South Sudan, regional influences that also make it actually difficult for those parties to arrive at a solution. But there isn't pressure on the parties either to be able to arrive at an arrangement and ensure that the timetable and the framework is realized. And because of the history of South Sudan as the youngest country, you know, on the continent, but also one where the structures of governance are extremely weak, and where succession is not clear at all, and a country that probably has more generals than it has teachers, okay, you know, if we do not move with speed to ensure that the parties reach some kind of an arrangement that is going to realize the election next year, but also remove this kind of hostage-taking mentality that has literally held the South Sudanese people, you know, hostage to very, very few, you know, politicians, is going to be a challenge. Now, it is inevitable that the current leadership at some point is going to have to go if changes have to be made. Now, that is up to the people of South Sudan to decide. But a leadership cannot be able to move on when there is no structures of succession and transition. And right now that is missing. So we are having a future that is unclear. We are having a future that's unpredictable. And if you were to put on a conflict risk, the likelihood of actually South Sudan descending into violence is not any less than it was in 2012, 2013. You know, why? Because the fundamentals have not changed very much. The enmity and hostilities are still there. The power grab, you know, is still there. And the political space is extremely limited. That is a recipe for disaster.
Well,
I think we need to put